checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Well, then the main event was the Bloodline and the new Bloodline in WarGames. And I will say that the most over babyface on this entire show, start to finish, live, was Jey Uso.
Yeah.
That guy came out, and this place was going wild for this guy. They were more into him than Roman Reigns. They were more into him than CM Punk, Sami Zayn. I mean, they were super into this guy. And him and Tama Tonga started the match. And, I mean, it was all the top stars. And so, start to finish, this match had really, really good heat. You know, there was good heat for the opening segment. They were chanting for basically everybody that was still in the cages. There were Sammy chants. There were Jimmy chants. There were Jey Uso chants.
They were chanting for a lot of hockey players, too.
There were hockey player chants as well.
Yeah.
And Jey makes comeback, and then out comes Bronson Reed, who got a ton of heat. And
Bronson Reed did a good job.
He did a great job in this match.
He did a really good job in this match.
He did a great job. But the point I was making with him coming in is, I mean, people can say what they want. I don't care. I know I'm old, but this match is so much easier when the heels have the advantage.
Well, of course
every
it is.
time.
Of course it is. But you can't do it. You can't do two matches every year and not every other year have one match where the faces have the advantage.
Well, you say that, but, like, you
can't
can.
do it. No, you can't.
Dave,
you can't.
We watched the Royal Rumble. It happens every time. Somebody starts eliminating a bunch of people, and then they're immediately eliminated. It happens every time.
Well,
there's so many things.
What does that have to do with this?
Because there's so many things that they do every time that are so predictable. And why handicap these poor wrestlers by having these women go out and give the baby faces the advantage?
Well, it's
like the psychology sucks.
I know.
The baby faces look stupid. They get no heat because it doesn't make any sense.
It makes it harder, but they're in NXT. They have had babyface advantage WarGames matches that were great. The reason the women's match was not great was partially, if not largely, because the match wasn't that good. I'm not going to say that the babyface advantage didn't throw it off. It did. It absolutely did. It is better with the heel advantage, but if you can't do it every single time. If you do it every single time, it just makes the whole thing a farce. So every now and then you got to do it that way.
Yeah, but it's not every now and then. Now it's like every year one of them has to be babyface.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
Like, don't do that.
I wouldn't do it.
If you want to do it once every 3 years, fine.
I would do it once every 2 years.
Or better yet, do it once every 2 years. But when you do it, every now and then, once out of every time that you do it, you got to injure one of the babyfaces so the heels still have the advantage.
Yes, absolutely. It's much better. I thought that's what they were going to do in the women's match.
Nope.
I figured they were going to injure somebody. That actually is where they made the big mistake. Because if they had injured someone, then it would have been okay.
So Bronson Reed comes in, they double team, they beat down Jey. The fans are going crazy chanting for Jimmy. So, of course, he's next. Comes in, they run wild as the Usos. Fans are chanting, "This is Usi." Tonga Loa is supposed to come in next, but Solo stops him. He sends in Jacob. And, of course, Jacob goes in and he's destroying everybody, and the fans are chanting, "Fuck you, Solo." So then Punk is supposed to be in next, but Roman stops him. He sends in Sammy, and Punk's all pissed off. So the babyface, of course, they're running roughshod on everybody. Jimmy and Sammy did their handshake, got a big pop. Tonga Loa's in next. Gets a table. Can't win them all. Fans cheer for him, of course, because they had a heel do it, not a babyface. But then the babyface door opens, and Roman is about to walk in, but Punk bulls on past him and storms to the ring. So now Roman's all pissed off. And Punk gets a toolbox. Starts whacking people with the toolbox.
To his credit, he learned something from the last one. He took a lot of steam off every single hit. You know, like when he hit Drew, he hit him really hard and busted him up really bad. This one, it was like he was protecting everyone with those. Like, I'm watching it, it's like, it wasn't bad like those chair shots.
It wasn't as bad as Nia.
No, nothing close to that. It was good and safe. It wasn't like I'm just going to hit you as hard as I can. Like with the Drew thing, it's like he swung backwards, so that made it whatever. It was a mistake. This one, he didn't make any mistakes. Nobody got busted open. I know some people complained that there was about that actually because there was no blood in the WarGames, and since they do blood, I kind of get that one. because it's like if you know that they're never doing blood and you complain they're not doing blood, okay, as people used to do in the War Games or in cage matches when Vince was in charge and there was a no blood policy. I was like, you already know there's a no blood policy. Don't complain about it. It's just what it is. But now the fact is it's not a no blood policy, and they did have a War Games and they did have no blood. And so you were, to me, you did have the mental right to expect blood in a War Games match. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's a War Games match, and they do blood. So I do understand that criticism, and you know, I get that one.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.